Yeah. Hello, everybody. So for Holochain in action, for a while, we haven't recorded anything, but we are going to touch a little bit profile to see what's going to happen. Really easy. Thank you for our lovely friends of community who are here. So totally, totally unplanned meeting. If it takes more time or a lot of garbage, blah, blah, just review it. That's it. Let's continue. So, okay. What I wanted to do, I want to create a really from the scratch, a project with a scaffolding and to add a profile to see what we can do and how we can add a profile to project and to use a benefit and explore a little bit other projects. So receive some experience from other project. That is really easy. So please just interrupt me and tell me what you're feeling, where are you? So that's it. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, let me share the screen. Yeah, that's it. I have a folder host, hello, no, it is not here.
Yeah, you're in root.
Huh?
You were in root.
Okay. MGDIR. Profile play. The profile play. So okay, npm init @init, yeah? Or no?
npm init @holochain.
This one is updated here?
Yeah, to something like HDK 127 or HDK 130, something like this.
Okay, let's see what we go. npm init holochain. So it's a scaffolding tool. I'm gonna accept that. It is here. Okay, open here automatically. So I'm going to, because I'm working on a Shiraz game, so I can put the link there, and I would like to continue based on that one. I would like to use the naming for that one. I can say application is going to be Shiraz game. It's good.
Yep, good.
What can I call the DNA? I can call, the Shiraz is a one game from the binary. It is a game series that I will design, and also there is another one, but it is not fully designed. Can I put the binary games and Shiraz here, or no? Let's continue. Okay, Shiraz DNA. Okay, Shiraz zone. Okay. And if I'm going to use the module of the turn-based game, should I design something here?
No, actually, you don't need any entry depths.
I don't need. Okay, no. Let's go for test entry.
Sure.
To see what's gonna be generated, title, content. That's it. Let's go for the anything else. No. Add entry definition. No, that's it. Just the scaffolding, it's going to be generated these ones, so we can take a look later. That's it. Create, and it is the code that it's gonna be showing me later. Automatic setup. Yes. Can we have also the previous button here to go back? Yeah.
Sure. You shouldn't need that because all the instructions are already executing.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a good, yeah, it's a bit weird. Like you don't know exactly what's going on in the background.
So I know that we have in a Holochain gym tutorial that it can tell us how to use a profile. Yeah, it is here.
No.
No, it is in a playground.
No.
It is,
Too many things.
it is in a GitHub. Open there. Huh?
Here it is, just send the link.
Let me see. Let me put it here. Where's the link? Where's the chat? Okay. How did you open it? Yeah, I told you now to open. Okay, let me open here and show the video. I am still not sure to share the video, but let's see what is the output. If it is nice, I'm gonna share it. Share the screen here. Okay, I'm gonna also, if I'm gonna share the video, I will put it the description. Now open the, okay, guide and doc. That's for profile. I think it's on front end, the things we are going to add. So it is for the Holochain section, yes, and it is for the front end. For the lead element. Okay, we'll continue step by step. Backend doc. So what is the doc? Backend doc. It's telling us that it is on profile. We put it here. Create profile, entry, agent profile, get all profile, my profile, search profile, update profile. Good. So that's it. By the way, let's go for the quick demo to see how the profile is supposed to be when we use it. So is there any new changes, Guillaume, or it is like always that we had it for the chess or anything else?
There are a couple of changes, mostly in the way that you use it, actually. As far as the functionality goes, the thing that has changed is that now the avatar is optional by default, which is what you wanted, right? And also, if you choose Identicon, you can copy, like you know, the Identicon is this circle. If you don't have an avatar, you have an Identicon, which is your public key in an image. If you click on that image, the public key is going to be copied in your clipboard.
Good. So you can easily click on the avatar, the public key can be.
Yes.
Is there any repository that use this profile that we can see?
A lot of them.
No, this new version.
Yeah. Okay, so this new version, I think notebooks.
No.
The documentation should be up to date.
Okay. And when we are talking about the notebooks also we can find it in launcher, yes?
Oh, well, no, notebooks is not using the latest one. What is using the latest one?
Okay, good. Let me go to, so if notebook is not using, but so let me share this one quickly to see. But the beginning, the first step didn't change, no?
Yeah, it didn't change, no.
So install app. So what we are going to have, let's go for example, in elemental chess. So please come. Let's see what is the status of this scaffolding. Yeah. Okay, good. It's finished. So the help is telling me CD Shiraz game next shell. Because I installed this is a scaffolding version, so which means I installed the same Holochain version, HC version. Holochain CLI. What was the command again for the version of Holochain version?
Holochain -- version.
Holochain dash version. 136. Okay. And HDK also, is there any command for HDK?
Uh,
No?
I
Okay.
think there was like, I don't remember now.
We build app. So if we are going to build the hub, it's going to build everything automatically. Let's see what we have here. The launcher, elemental chess. I'm going to install for demo. App ID. What does it mean? I need to, but also the name should be unique.
Yeah, because this is the local name in your,
Okay.
the name by which your conductor is going to refer to this app.
Okay. Open, bang, this is profile. I need to select avatar, and that is the nickname I need to put. So I can say select picture, avatar, that's it. We are going to reach to this one, the first page. Before creating the profile, I cannot access to the main application. We are going to achieve that one really easy. Yes.
Yep.
I see. So we build here. We go here. Here, where is my thing? Okay, here's 9. It is old. Where is my, oh, that it is here. Okay. So while it is building, oh, why I didn't open at first in the, I need to wait. What is being installed? Everything. The holochain is going to be installed, yes?
No, not, this is only building the HDK actually.
The HDK. So inside the Nix shell also the holochain is already installed, yeah? The library.
Yeah. No, the Holochain binary is already there, but
Yeah.
what's not there is the compilation, like this, the partial compilation for the HDK or something like this. Like our zones depend on the HDK. So to compile our zones, it first needs to compile the HDK from scratch, and that can't really be automated much.
So npm build and npm start. Let's see what is waiting for us. Npm, but let me at first open the code and then run it. Npm start. So and it's gonna run playground automatically. So that is good. Okay, come here. Okay, so that's it. I hope if you're watching the video, you know what is this one. Playground is showing you under the hood what's happening in the DNA. It's really educational. You can learn how the things are working. Especially you have a complex scenario also in the playground. Great job, PM. You can, there is a help page, you can reach it. So title, some title, and description. That's it. Bam, working. Everything is working. Pretty nice. Description too. We are going to have boom. Anyway, we assume it is also again working. But it is enough. So what I'm going to achieve today, I would like to show this one after profile. It means just like a chest that we saw, hide this one, bring a profile. At first, you need to create a profile, and then when there is a profile, redirect here. It's easy, the first step. It is like a login page standard that almost all applications asking you. So to just create a profile. So far, so good. Let me bring the code. Go to the this one. Adding the zone. I'm coming here, Control C, chilling the processes, make everything clean. Open the Visual Studio Code. Put it here one side. Wow, what a great thing I'm doing. See, I'm splitting the screen in two sides, which is amazing.
Holochain is magic, huh?
The Holochain is really magic. I can't even split the screen in two sides. So, please interrupt me, guys, if there is something you are just enjoying the time. So, telling us, first of all, it means set up. We need to implement something as a zone and then front end. That's it. And more info if we need to see what is the function, the ability, and we already saw some of them, what's happening. It means we can create profile, enter definition, get profile, all profile, my profile, search profile, and update my profile. So right now, by default, we are going to create profile. That's it. For the search, blah, 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 later. For this one, I'm gonna start from the scratch. Okay, in your zone folder, run a carbon new profile link. Oh, it means you are asking me to create a library inside my DNA zone. So, which means I need to come to terminal instead of that terminal to see the DNA, then see the zones, and run carbon new profiles link. That's it. Create a library. Yes, yeah, we did. We created a library profile. And then in the library, thank you, Ross, created a dependency. And Musio Cordoba asking us to add this line. Yes, Musio. What does it mean? It means go to the, let's see what does it mean. Please go to this GitHub for HC 124. Our HC was, wait a second, I was supposed to be here, and next shell from here. So because the default is Nix, it is in the root, and that's why I need to put this command when the default Nix is, okay? And it is not for the Holochain 124 here. What does it mean?
So if you go back to the documentation,
sure.
You see the line that says replace the rep field with the Holochain version you are using.
I was too soon. Okay, I didn't read completely. Okay, step by step. So curiosity before reading. Somehow it's not good.
That's good. That's good.
Replace the rep field with the Holochain version you are using. Which tags are available? So let's continue. Okay, tags 130. So,
yeah, this is the one.
So what? We are on the 136. Sorry, let's see.
Actually, we are on Holochain 136, which is HDK 130.
How we can see the HDK version? We cannot.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, we don't know.
I think there is a way. I don't know.
It is good and lovely that you don't know everything. I love things I don't know. Okay. So it means 130 is the valid number I'm supposed to put here to be fantastic.
Yeah, and be careful because it's for HDK, not for HC.
It is for HTK, not for HC. Okay, but I'm putting in the right place.
Yes.
Again, tell us what is the difference between HC and HTK?
Between HC and HDK.
Yes, we don't know what is that. Would you please
Right.
tell us?
So problem was, like you see, up until March 8, we were doing for HC on the tags, on the profiles. We were saying like, okay, put this module. This module is supposed to work with Holochain 1.2.2 or 1.2.3 or whatever. Problem was that there was a point in time in which Holochain version and HDK version were exactly the same. So Holochain 1.2.2 were Holochain, was HDK 1.2.2, right? So, okay, for those of you who don't know, the HDK is the software development kit for Holochain, right? So it's the crate that you have to import in order to implement Holochain applications, right? It's the HDK. Problem was that at some point in time, Holochain released a new version, but the SDK didn't actually change. So they stayed in the same version. So now we have that for Holochain 1.3.6, the HDK is 1.30, right? And there are some times that like Holochain has weekly releases, but the HDK may not have changed. So we need to be careful about which versions of the HDK are we targeting, because this will determine the Holochain versions that we are compatible with.
Oh.
So we decided to switch from away from supporting Holochain versions and towards supporting HDK versions, right? Because the same HDK version may support different Holochain versions. Right, so this is why we don't do for HC right now. We do for HDK. Right, this is compatible with HDK 1.30.
So it means as a developer, people are supposed to be aware about both changes, because both of them are the possibility for the some changes in the code.
Yeah, exactly.
Really quick, it is the code of the core of the Holochain that everything is happening about the propagation data, propagating the data, conduct, blah, blah, everything is there. And there is a HDK here that it makes everything like a sweet, like a sugar connection. So, and that's why instead of talking to the core of the code, we can use the HDK to talk to the core. So, and it's much more easier for us instead of going and talking in details. So it's wrapping up some complexity. That's it. So for you to have a good understanding what is HDK. HDK is not really rocket science or something. It's just something make it easy. So that's it. And the things that we are calling blah, 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 they are HDK. So right now, HDK is in Rust. In the future, we may have HDK maybe in the other programming language. Yeah. So in that case, the meaning of HDK can be more broad and it can be more bold. When the HDK is there in C#, you can code in C#, you can feel it more. So, but for right now, maybe you would ask, why do we need HDK? But later on, the beauty is gonna come more. That's it. Let's continue our journey. Is there any question, guys? Any topic would you like to mention? No? Okay. There is no need to tell again, please jump. So, how can I, this bar, the zone bar, to transfer to, oh, come here. Okay, anyway. So, I don't want you here. Okay, good. Go to the code, replace the controller of the lib with this one. Yes, it means go to the code, DNA, zone, profile, source, lib, and just this test with this. That's it. Add a new crate to your top level. Add this new crate to your top level cargo timer. So add this new crate to your top level cargo timer. Add the zone into your DNA file. And so, okay, let's see what does it mean. It means if I come here, top level top cargo, top new your top level cargo. Okay, I'm in a zone. Any zone has its own cargo. Top level cargo, I don't see any here. I see, tick, there is a cargo. So top level of the zone, it means the cargo of DNA. Let's see what we need to add. Ah, you mean here again?
Yeah. Yeah, those instructions could be very clearer.
Yeah, this instruction would be much clearer if I can say, go to DNA, go to the zones, go to the folder, what is that, file, profiles, and profiles, and that's it. I see created public. It looks like this one. I'm just following this path. If I need to do something, add a new zone to DNA YAML. What is the DNA YAML from previously? We know that DNA, actually the DNA YAML, we don't have it here, but wow, we have a rocket science here, DNA. Let's search. DNA.YAML, we need to build it from scratch.
No, that search box doesn't search file names actually.
Oh,
yeah, it's in DNA Word there.
It can be here also. So we have a zone named bundle. Let's see, can I guess what's happening? I can guess, create a new one. So it means it is this two property in the YAML. It can be the definition of one zone. I'm going, and if they are in them is equal, let's say profiles. So most probably it's going to target blah 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 blah. Really, most probably I can guess it should be profile. That wasn't at the end. That's it. I saved. So again, I think this a little bit info here and here would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So
thanks.
Compile the DNA with the useful cargo. Okay. What does it mean? My poor knowledge in the RAS is telling me it is a RAS command. Compile the DNA. So it means I need to go to the folder. So cargo target blah blah blah. This command compile wasm for the RAS. So my knowledge is telling me I need to go to the DNA folder here. And am I right?
No, actually it's from the top level.
Yes, it should be above. Paste cargo. So I'm the developer to type all of it.
So yeah, it's interesting because those instructions were made for general applications, right? Applications that you could have generated with anything, but they could be like it could be specified if you generated with the scaffolding tool. Yeah, and then you just do npm run build hub, right? Because it already builds it for you. And it could say, go to DNA work there, DNA.yaml and edit there. You know what I mean? Because the profiles documentation doesn't know that you use scaffolding or not. Maybe you have a different structure in your project.
I didn't follow the main reason. The main reason you are telling that why we don't have it in the scaffolding.
No, I'm saying the documentation could be better, I think, if we say, if you use the scaffolding tool,
Okay.
then these are the better steps.
I see. I got your point. And you thinking about the possibility, maybe the folder structure for the
Yes.
different project can be different than the scaffolding, and it's going to be confusing. It can be one line. If you use the scaffolding, it is the default path. Otherwise, fine in your place. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So, fail to get a season from the dependency of a package profile here. Profiles. So fail to load the source. It's his own profile. This profile.
Yeah, it's for HDK, not for HC.
But in the help it was. Wait a second. It was HC. But here you mentioned it is HCK. Why is there any reason that here is different?
The format changed. We changed the format of the tags.
Okay.
This is old, basically.
Okay. Do you need me to make a note here that?
I think I'm just going to edit the documentation.
I'm done right now. Yeah, that is amazing.
It's easier.
It is the best way that we can also improve it. Thank you. It's amazing. Okay. I go to that. So cargo. That's it. So it's already a start. Yeah, this one I already mentioned. It is the RAS that it's generated web assembly. I think the result is going to be it's done. It means generated in the release target. So in the cargo no GitHub no. Why I cannot see it? It was in the work directory or in the bin or zone. No, where can I see the result of the bin? Target, sorry, target release. I was looking for this target. So yeah, if you delete this release folder and rerun this one, it's going to generate this folder again. It means it is the result of this beautiful was this one as a export, and this one. It is the path I put here. I put in a DNA YAML. Yes. To the root folder, to the target, to the unknown release, unknown, and release, and Shiraz wasn't, and profile wasn't. Why I don't see profile here? So didn't save the cargo DNA zone profile. This one. So
yeah, that's weird. Why is there no profiles there?
Let me maybe for any reason. So
Wasn't really that.
I'm doing this one because first it is educational. I'm learning and I'm showing you something. And also if in the middle we see something is not working, in advance we already debugged it. It is the good one. I'm gonna remove it also to see what's gonna happen. Run it again.
Can you go to the profiles cargo tomol?
Yes, I do. I go to the profile. Yes. Cargo tomol. So profile version.
Oh, we are missing a step. You should.
Okay. Guillaume, would you please give me a repository? Is there also for this one, it is only this page as a reference I can go, or is there any repository I can go as a reference?
Right. Yeah, you can go to notebooks.
Notebooks.
But what you need is, there is a part in the cargo toml of a zone that you need, and it's not there. So let me, this is it.
Tell anybody, I already opened the notebook before. But let me.
So just send it with the chat.
Now let's see what we are doing normally actually. So normally when we don't know how the things are working, we are trying to find a good repository that is working. So just imitate what's happening there. So, by the way, you already, I think, know the notebook, one of the applications implemented for a document sharing. That's it. I see here. I go to command. This
That lib thing, yeah.
We need to notify them as a library too. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it is the Rust. While I'm adding, would you please add some word about this?
Yes.
Please, let's also people see.
So that I explain. Sure. I mean, I don't really know all the options that Rust can have in this way. Like, you can mark Rust packages are called crates. You can have different kinds of crates. Main two kinds are library crates and binary crates. And binary crates, you just create a binary and then you execute that binary. And then library crates are just crates that are used as libraries to offer other crates some functionality, right? So they are going to expose some function or to some logic that then from a binary crate you can just import it. And in this case, well, we are missing the annotation that declares this crate as a library. And without that, that notation, Rust doesn't really know what to generate, it seems. There are different types of library like cd, ylib, and rlib, and things like that. I have no idea what they mean and how to use them. Like, I only know that they are types of library. And that's been enough for now in my Holochain journey.
And that's enough for all of us. Thank you. Because we are not supposed to see all details. Otherwise, our stomach would be transparent. So if our skin would be transparent, I couldn't eat anything. Because if I would see how the stomach is digesting the food, wow. It would be awful. To not know anything in detail, it is kind of good thing. Okay. So I build it again, and yes, it is here. So congratulations for our rocket science so far.
Rocket science, yeah.
Yes. Why not?
Yay, us.
We can enjoy ourselves that we do a rocket science. It is not less than. Anyway, instead of adding a front end, this guy assume you're building an application written in JS or TS, JavaScript, TypeScript using NPM. Okay, so here look at the example, which are modular different from them. So wow, we love lit. Again, where is lit here? So
lit is not really a framework.
Yes.
But sure, yeah.
Yes, but good point. Wow, look at the details. We are learning a lot. Lit is not actually, yes, it is components. Great detail. Install this module. Okay, it means I need to install the UI part of the profile. So let me first a little bit read more to do not miss. Careful. If you are using NPM workspaces, which is the case for the app generated with the Holochain scaffolding and wrap tool, which is the case. Oh, you need to specify which workspace you want to install its dependency. In case of the app generated, if I use a workspace, I need to run a different. So it means that wrap tool is using the workspace. So as far as my poor knowledge telling me, workspace is creating workspace. So it means let's delete it off the code. So it was a new feature of npm workspace. It is coming here. We have a new package. Make it bigger. So I want to see that where is the workspaces. Do we have the workspace or not? But we use the scaffolding, so it means by default we have a workspace.
Yeah, in the top level packagation actually.
It's sorry, yes, in the top. Oh, wait a second. Workspace also is go to the top level, not UI. Yes, it is workspace. So also the doc mentioned if we are using a wrap tool, which is correct, we use it is a workspace. So we have the workspace, UI, and test. We will review and we will postpone our curiosity for the later. So it's telling me that we are using this one. Okay, which means I need to install for this UI. But the question that should I be inside the UI or should I be in the root? Because which is the workspaces, choose which elements you need and import them. Okay, anyway, first step. So the question goes here that should I install here in the root or in a UI, but as because it is about the workspace, my assumption telling me I should be in the root directory. Holochain open the profile in UI. That's it. Huh? What? I put the dot. Waiting for installation and we can continue reading. So let's see the result. Package for critical severity vulnerability to address all issues including criteria. Blah blah, and I think it is the extra data. So that's it. We added the package for sure. I can see the package here. If I open envelope.
No, you actually can't because this is on the UI packagation.
UI, yes, because it's adding automatically in the workspaces. Yes, that is. It's going to be here in the package. Profile. Yeah, they are here. The dependencies here. There. That's it. Okay. Let's continue reading.
Wait, what? No. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Wow. So this is weird.
What is weird? What do you see the things that it is wrong? I see that it is added to dependency. The version, what stuff?
The version, like, okay, I thought NPM installed by default the later, like the semantic version that's more app, but it installs the latest one. So basically,
it should be
the more up to date is 010.
010. And why?
But we released a fix in 0014 after that.
It means it brings the update upper than the latest version.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but okay, this is how it works.
We already taught that we are not supposed to understand everything. Anyway.
Yeah. And then NPM install and that's it.
Yes. Let me also, maybe it's gonna happen again and again to see what's happening. The job of the root is done. It means this is it's supposed to be here. we are going to use to go inside the UI. So then the story that for anything else we remove add something, we go npm I
No, npm, all npm commands from the root of
from the root.
yes.
But I believe from UI, what from the
No.
root?
From the root npm install.
Okay, wait a second, because here nothing special changed. What do I need here?
Because the node module's top level is the one that's going to contain everything. Like if you do npm install inside the UI,
Okay,
npm is going to be confused because it will think it's its own thing.
that is its own thing. So
No, like the UI is a package inside a workspace, right?
so yes, I totally feel you. What's happening if I put npm I here or npm I in a UI folder? I always do. I implement the whole Shiraz game at the beginning inside the UI, but just npm I in the UI.
Okay, then no, like then node modules are going to be duplicated.
Node module.
And package and the workspace won't actually work. Like npm will complain because npm, if you do npm install inside the UI, it will think it's its own workspace.
I see. Okay. Anyway, I got your point. I think about the package is gonna be inside the node module. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got your point. It's gonna be a little bit complex, but we are not here to challenge about the workspace packaging. But we know if we added something inside the UI package, it is better to go to the root and npm install. Yes?
It's mandatory to do that.
It's mandatory. Mandatory.
Okay, sorry, I'm not sure whether I followed. So it's a difference whether you navigate into the UI folder, install something there, or whether you add it to a workspace in the root folder and install it from the root folder. So that's not the same.
It's not the same. That's right.
Okay.
npm is weird.
Mhm.
So all npm commands should be done in the folder of the package JSON of the workspace. All of them. npm
Okay.
install, npm test, and even if you're running a subcommand of a workspace, that's also better done from the top level. So the thing is that npm doesn't detect whether a package is part of a top level workspace. If you go to the UI and you do npm install, npm is going to think, okay, this is a singleton workspace disconnected apart from everything. And it's going to generate the package log, it's going to generate the node modules, it's going to generate, and you're not going to be connected to the workspace.
Okay.
But inside the UI, we already have a module because it is another thing, yes?
Yeah, so npm, what npm does is tries to share as many modules that it can between all the projects, all the packages, right? So in this case, packages are UI and tests. So npm tries to share all the modules that it can between the two, but there are some that are only for UI.
I see. So briefly, we can say if there are some packages, it's so first of all, workspace in UI, it means we can have a different workspace for UI. It means you can put your library here, you can put your component here. We can make spaces inside the UI. Inside the UI, we can have a different spaces. So if we implement something which is supposed to be accessible for other spaces, we should be in the root of the package, the root of the project, and install there.
Yeah.
That other spaces of the UI also see it and call it and reuse it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if we are inside a one specific workspace that we need to install mass or some library that which is specifically internally and private to that one, we need to go to UI and install for that specific. For that one also, we need to be in root.
Yes.
So the answer is we always should be in root.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, that's it. Clearly, we need to be in root. If we need to know why, we investigate later. So let's continue because it takes a lot of time. So let's continue and we talk and maybe share later because also I personally have some, because I know about the workspace, but it can be confusing. Let's continue. So I hope you still have time to continue this one. I love to finish it. Choose the which element. Okay, we install this one. If you're developing normal web app, so we choose which element you need and import them. What does it mean? So it means we have some element. Okay. So it means agent avatar create profile. Oh, interesting. So it's telling after front end here to import them. Choose which elements you need and then import. It means the component has a different, oh, look at the Gambi. So how I want to use, so agent avatar, I want to show the avatar. No, first of all, at the beginning, we need to show the create, this one. I want
yes.
this.
Yeah, so there is
to have this.
actually no.
Actually,
but
no.
It's good that you're doing this. So there is a profile prompt element. Go to the element selector.
Go to the element selector.
The drop down that you were, yeah, and profile prompt.
Profile prompt.
Right. So the difference between create profile and profile prompt is that create profile just shows create profile always. Profile prompt checks whether you have already created the profile or not.
Oh, interestingly, is there any documentation? No. Okay.
No.
It means easily, but we are here to see that, to explain that. That's amazing. So we are learning actually. Thank you. So it means no, I don't want to anytime create a new profile. Does not make sense.
Yeah.
It means, it seems, this element checking if I already have a profile or not. If I have, it's automatically assign my profile, fetch my profile, and ready to go. Otherwise, this component is gonna be shown. Yes.
And you can see the, you can see the difference if you actually create the profile here, like type the nickname and location.
Hello.
Okay, create profile. Right here is where the rest of your application content should, like it has created the profile, so it knows how to, if you do create profile, it's going to just stay there.
Location Barcelona.
Right, and it's like, okay, so you created the profile, okay, yes, that's
so,
it. You know?
Why do we need this one? I have no idea, because anyway, you implemented. We will see later. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
No more curiosity. Okay. Profile prompt. It means I come here. So my little programming experience is telling me when we created this one, the profile vanished and this one is gonna up. So I can assume this whole span can be my application.
Yeah.
Which means if, okay, let me go back to front. Okay. Choose your element. Develop a normal. Okay, it means I choose my element. Okay. So let me copy and paste somewhere that I don't forget that I choose something. I'm gonna open the app. Yeah, here. You cannot cheat us. Okay.
Hey.
So it is the element I copy. If you are developing a normal web app, no, we are developing unnormal web. Let's say profile, create profile, import. This will define all the elements from this module into kilobyte. Custom element registry. You can read more about custom element here. Okay. Or if you are using a scope element, pattern, maybe because we are developing a library that are full space, you can import the element right from this one package start defining it. So I know this kind of thing, but let's see if I don't know what's gonna happen. Connect to Holochain with Holochain. Okay, I'm here. You are developing a normal web app. Let me see if the code is telling me that I'm developing a normal.
Yes, Heather, you're developing a normal web app.
I'm developing a normal.
Yes, you are.
I'm not sure. I think I would love to implement on normal app. What should I do? So it is. So anyway, let's see. Holochain app. My feeling is telling me it is the startup place of component. It means everything is coming here. Let me see if I can guess it correctly. Index HTML mostly always it is the HTML. So mainly this is the HTML, and it is outsourced Holochain-app.js, which is most probably the rollup is going to generate. It means, as I guessed, Holochain-app, it is mainly the first place that application is gonna come up, and Shiraz game is here, and create test entry, all the logic is here. Okay. I assume because I trust Guillaume, and Guillaume told me I'm normal, while I don't want to be normal, because it's more cool to be unnormal, but I'm going to use this to show that I'm normal. So,
Yeah, you're normal, Heather, don't worry.
yeah, but I don't want that. It's cool to be unnormal.
Okay, you're a bit weird then.
Thank you.
It's a good quote. I
So
like
what-
being normal is vastly overrated.
Yeah,
I forget what movie that was from, but
I agree.
So, okay. What these two line telling create profile and list of profile. I don't know why do I need list. I need list because like chess, maybe I need to search. But okay, I'm just following this here. And custom element, you can read more about the custom. Let's see what PM telling us to review. Custom element reusable component. It is basically how we can reuse the component. Okay, something like that. I hope we already know. Let's go back. And then, or if you are using, so it means I can assume or is not me.
Mm-hmm.
And then connect Holochain with the Holochain client and create a profile as so. Holochain client is the library that connecting to Holochain. Makes sense, the name. Profile store is the store for the profile. So it means I need to import this line. Let's put it here. Let's minimize here. I'm going to import. It means profile store context. Okay, contents. And then I need to, it is the function. Function should come to the element. It means, yeah. Set up profile stores. Okay, I follow my curiosity later more, but let's just copy paste. So, and let me as well change the place of this one. Again, so passing function set up, blah blah, connect set up profile client, and what's happening, what's happening, consider that's what was expected. Okay, let me continue.
Yeah, because inside the class, you don't need the
Yes.
keyword function.
Inside the class, we need a constructor.
No, you need a sync setup profile store. Remove the function keyword. Yeah.
This one. Why do we have this one there?
Because that one doesn't assume like it's a normal, doesn't assume that you're in a class.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. It's obvious. I'm using inside the class, there is no need. If it is the pure JavaScript, most probably you need to put the Java function. That's it. Really quick. Import element and add it to your HTML, wrapping the whole application, which you are going to be placed at. Okay, we already have the code that Ian told us. So it means I'm gonna Control C here. And I'm gonna come here also.
Yeah, we are missing, it's a bit annoying. We are missing an exclamation mark. Oh yeah,
okay,
sure.
Let me continue the instruction step by step and we come back to this. Okay. We remember that this one is the application holder inside. So our application is from here to here. There is this one. It is from HTML. Create action and entry hash to entry detail to this one. So it should be. It is so far so good. We assume we didn't see any red. We just continue. Import profile, wrapping the whole section. Yeah, this can be placed in the images at the top level profile context. What does it mean? It means we need to import the profile context. We already done. No?
No.
We haven't done this import yet. This is for this one. And then in your HTML profile context, okay, we have done this one. It is the complementary of this one. We already okay. Attach the profile store to the profile context element. Go to this page and select the framework you are using and follow its example.
Yeah, so this is the only part that's really different via the every framework, right? So just have an example here.
Amazing setup tools. So we need to go here. So let's see if I can, sorry, I need to continue. I need the pen to read the pattern here. So no, I was not here. Wait a second. I need to display this one. And lit load, and I will come back. So attach the profile store to the profile context element. Go to this space. There are the high-level instruction from the desktop property. So at first of all, if I want to understand what does it mean with a little bit context, a store is the place that all part of content and components can talk to each other. So it means the profile has its own store. So any place that I can import the store, I can access to my profile. So for example, look at this page. It is my understanding. I'm trying to understand, and again, you correct me. If, for example, it would be my application, if this part supposed to query the menu based on my profile, and this side supposed to show the menu based on my profile, and they are different components, each of them supposed to know about my profile ID or my public key or whatever from my profile. So the profile store is the best place that each of them can import to fetch and query the profile.
Yep.
Okay, so it means I got it so far. That is great. Profile context. Profile context, it means the things I cannot guess. Maybe Ian can tell us what we need the profile context.
So this is one of the parts that has changed lately. Instead of having a context provider,
Mhm.
So context provider and provide context are basically the same thing. It's a way to have a parent element provide an object to children element.
Dependency injection.
Yeah.
Oh.
So dependency injection in lead and in a lot of frameworks is done with context, which means that you attach some object to the parent and then the child requests that object, right?
Okay.
So what we changed a bit is that instead of having a context provider, which is providing the context for any module, we now have a profiles context, which is just an element that expects the profile store and just knows how to provide the context just for profiles.
It means if I'm a component right now and I would like to use the store of the profile that I can query the profile, I need to bring the context that it's an injected and use the context that the profile store automatically is going to inject to me as a child.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why you can just have the profile prompt, and the profile prompt is smart enough to know how to go and talk to Holochain.
Okay. So to make it clear, so we can say if just we can I would prefer let's practice it instead of talking about the architecture. Okay. Okay. Is there any question? So let's see. Here, lit is loaded. It's telling, okay, we can just use this provide directive. Okay, let me inject it.
Yeah, that's outdated actually.
It is the old version or updated?
Yeah. I think it's better if you just follow the instructions from profiles.
Instruction from profile. You mean where? What do you mean?
The page that you were following all this time. Yeah, so in your HTML, you have to put the profiles context like that.
I did.
Okay, sure. So then the only thing that's needed is that you say, you set the store property, right?
No, I have not set the store property.
That's the thing. So but that code is in case you're not using any framework or library. In case we are using lead, it's profiles context dot store.
Profile. Wait a second. I want to see that. Can I understand what is the property or what's happening? It means I need to have this property as a store.
Yes.
And then context supposed to inject it for me. So let me see if the generated code has any one. I don't see. I can find any store. Yes, there is something here. Constant.
Right.
I think it is the function you mentioned, but it should be. It is generate, but it should be here at first. So
right. So you need to.
It is TypeScript. So a store, which is object, and I can say it is nullable. It should be nullable. Can I say go for nullable?
Sure. Yeah.
And property is a part of here, state and property. That is it.
And then it's add property. Exactly.
Add property store object, and right now, why do I need to constant? I think.
Yeah, this that store exactly perfect. That's perfect.
And then I can say maybe this also, it should be also this maybe. So I see the same pattern. It means it's going to be really soon. I can copy and paste everything. I can say it is client. The client is going to be object. So most probably this const is going to be this client. So, guys, I'm just following my instinct to see what's happening. Don't worry. Let's watch it. and the owner of this library is here. If there is something exploded,
Right.
this client for sale.
Yeah, so what happened is that now this .client has object type,
Object type, so we can.
and object type doesn't have the for sale function defined, right?
So we should say. No.
No, I think the easiest is to, in line 45, say that, no, this is a holochain client. It's not an object,
Holochain client.
right?
The client.
And then at the end, you need an exclamation mark, because this can be defined but undefined, but actually we know it's not.
Yes, explanation mark. Okay, go please.
But there is a to-do in line 36. There are 3 to-dos actually. Line 36.
Line 36 should be circular. I need also to define circular, yeah?
No. Line 36, not 37, 36, like in the comment.
Okay. Change my cell row for the row like that. You can find in your YAML. Let me find what is happy. So let me see that search can help me. So please go to happy YAML. No, I cannot find it. And have something and have star. No, have star here. No. Okay, here we go.
Yes, so that didn't work there.
It should be
There. That's actually a DNA, the top level word there.
hApps in the work directory, in the root hApps. So it means any application has a role. So the roles here. So here, let me read the code to see what is my understanding telling me. This store, go to the profile store, call client. Go for cell data by role ID. My cell role. It means when we will install the DNA in the conductor, it's supposed to receive a role as a role ID. If I remember correctly, we would pass the role ID as a string during the installation, a command. And also we can put it in the YAML as an item.
So no, the role ID is what's in line 7. This is the role ID.
It is the role ID. So, but we could also send it dynamically, but I don't know why I mentioned it. But anyway.
Not actually, no. What you can send dynamically is the app ID.
It is the app ID. So what is the role ID, please?
The role ID is the ID of the DNA in this app.
ID of DNA
in the app. A hub is a set of DNAs.
We can have a multiple DNA inside the app.
Yeah. So each DNA has to have a different name, right?
Okay. Yes.
And this different name is the role ID.
We call the ID of the DNA as a role ID. Yes.
Yeah.
Does not make sense. Yeah? Is there any better? So let's see why we need it. What's happening? Just imagine I have 2 applications that DNA ID as a role ID, DNA ID as a role ID inside my application. Just imagine I'm gonna have the whole DNA as a profile. Can I say calculate the role of multi-identity for the, like Instagram, that I can install multiple? So what do we need it? I'm looking forward for a use case. Notebook, cloning the DNA. It's a good example.
Yeah, in notebooks you have the notes DNA and the scene DNA. right? And the role of the nodes DNA is to provide the nodes, right? Like the role of the DNA is to provide the nodes.
The role of DNA to provide the role, yeah, to note, yes.
The function of the DNA, role as in function. So then the role ID is nodes.
Okay.
And the role of the gene DNA is to do the synchronization.
Notebook. So it means in a notebook, this note is a DNA.
Yep.
So to find it and to start a new session, I'm typing inside this one and close the session. So all of them are a DNA, and when because they are dynamic, it is the on demand. We are installing a new DNA on demand. It means on the fly. And the role ID. And why we need the role ID to call it? It means, for example, just imagine I see it on the screen. So each of them is a DNA. If I have a role ID as a DNA ID that it is passed here in the code here. So if I call a function for a DNA, it means I call a function for this specific node. That's it.
Yep.
So it is the one good example of multi-DNA application. It means I have one application as a notebook, and for each of them I have a notebook and the ID. Okay. So guys, it is a little bit concept if you have any questions. So it means, and go back here to my question. The topic that in a hApps. So by the way, the topic I mentioned, if it is fixed, how we can generate a new role ID when the new doc is created here.
So actually you can't right now because cloning is not working. So you are actually, the notebooks is actually just installing a new app.
Installing a new app?
Yeah, if you go back to the launcher admin, you will see all the apps.
I was asking myself this question, why there are a lot of versions of this one. Okay.
Yeah.
It was my question that what are they?
Yeah, these are the nodes. These are literally the nodes.
I see. Okay, so it means the thing we are implementing is a little bit confusing, but we are not gonna go to details. So we imagine we are going to have one application, notebook to the exception, and then the ID is fixed.
Yeah.
Shiraz DNA ID. Can I change it to its ID, for example?
Sure.
Okay, I will do that. Role ID number 1. So profile, avatar, which is.
Yeah, that's outdated. It should be avatar optional or avatar required, or just delete it. And
this one is avatar optional.
Yeah, avatar mode can be avatar optional or avatar required.
Avatar, I need to write this option.
No, avatar mode is okay. And now the string, like avatar, is avatar optional or avatar required.
Oh.
No, sorry. Avatar dash optional.
Avatar dash.
Like the string, avatar, exactly, yeah, optional. Okay, yeah.
How come? What was that? How it is fixed? It is the enum or?
No, it's TypeScript.
Avatar mode. No, I'm right. It is a kind of, I didn't know this one. What is that?
TypeScript union types.
Yeah?
It's not enum, really. It's TypeScript union types.
It's TypeScript. No, I didn't know that. Thank you. So it means I can put the avatar and the user should select one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know. Thank you. So avatar, and that's why I was confused to see what's happening.
Yeah,
okay. I told I'm not a good developer. So nobody expects a normal application.
So there are a couple of more to-dos, line 30 and line 33.
So let me see that if the helping is this page helping more or so I would like to assume that the people don't have you available. So there are high level 4 set store. Store. I did this one profile. If you are not using any framework, profile selector and store. So I think from the last step here and a context, I personally confused. So anyway, we are going to rely on you.
Yep. So what that means is that this dot store that you do in line 41, now you have to attach to the profiles context element.
Profile context elements, yet that it's going to be okay. So yes.
So what that means is going to the profiles context element.
Wait a second. What happens if I do not do that?
So the profiles elements are going to request the store. They are not going to find it and they are going to fail.
Why it is not going to fail? Because I set the property here on demand.
Right, but you're not attaching it to the profiles context. The profile context is the element that's responsible for listening.
Profile context. Okay, let me implement to explain to have a deep understanding. Okay. Import profile context. I think I did. Yes, it is here.
And then you have it declared, right?
I have it declared. Let me see. Profile. I copy and it was from the first update. No, what was I think I copy and paste. It was here. I connect. I call Shiraz name ID profile avatar optional. It was generated from the RAP tool.
Right, but I'm not seeing in the HTML. In the HTML, do you have profiles context?
In the HTML profile context, no.
Ah, right. So you didn't follow the instruction there.
No, I did. Wait a second.
Okay, and then in the HTML, okay, go down a bit. Down, down, down. Okay, so
from here we missed. So here.
No, that's fine. Step 4, import the profiles context element and add it to your HTML. So this is how you import, and then in your HTML, and then add.
I did this profile context.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yes, it is here. Look. Profile prompt? No, profile prompt. Profile content. Okay, and then import profile context and add it to your HTML, wrapping the whole section of your page in which you are going to be placing the order elements from profile. So I did. It means I need to do here. I need to bring it here. So I saw the profile prompt as a wrapper. So it means I need to put all this one inside this.
Yes.
So it means the all profile prompt was the component I learned. It should be inside here.
Yeah, you have to take out the create profile. So create profile is an example.
Yeah. It can be example. So also it can be changed. So it means So let me see, do I understand the topic? Profile context is the component which is here. I can take a look later. Profile context from the source code, it's generating the one element and putting the higher level, the profile prompt. The profile prompt is gonna receive some injection like context, and it's already wrapping my application. So it means at the end, something is supposed to be injected to this one or this one, the applications. Other applications. Guillaume, let me see my understanding to see. It means here I'm generating a context provider and we are generating a profile store here for the first time, and it's going to be inside the, we need to put it somewhere. I think something is missed, but if it is here, any component inside my application is going to receive the context of the store.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It means this profile context is a guy supposed to inject the dependency for the child.
Yeah, exactly. That element is the responsible.
Okay, so if I want to explain for other the thing I understand. So, or if I suppose I implemented this page as my application as example, I wrapped up all of them with the context, and we are going, I think something is missed, I think, and let's see. And at the base, at entrance of the application, which is here, so I put everything inside this element, and then this element, any subcomponent, just imagine it is a component, it is a component, it is a component, it is a component. Any of them can easily use the store, profile store as a property, and the parent one, which is here, is going to inject that store to all of them, and easily they are gonna access to all profile. I see it right now. Okay, got it, thank you. But I believe we need to do something more here. Let's continue.
Yeah, so, and this is the thing that's a bit outdated, which is in profiles context, you need to say profiles context dot store, like setting the property, which is dot store, right? Set the store property. Right, but that's if you're using vanilla JavaScript and you're not, you're using lit. So you should say in line 70 whatever, 77, it's profiles context dot.
It's received the
Exactly.
profile, it's received a property, yes?
A store property.
A store property. So what is the name?
Dot store.
Dot store equal
this dot store, yeah, and with the dollar, exactly, this dot store, and you are yeah, exactly. Okay, that's good. Yep.
Wow, it make everything clear. Hey guys, did you get the whole point? Oh, I already tried to explain everything. I hope that everything's clear. Otherwise, let me know that I can explain, or Ian can explain again. Zeke, Matthias. So that is, everything is okay. I remember previously it was a little bit billy, but right now it's fantastic. That's it, yeah.
And then actually you have to call setup profiles from first updated. So first updated is going to be executed, right? So, right, this part, it's a bit weird because every framework is going to do it different, but basically you have to say something like when the element is rendered, then connect. And we are not saying that right now in the application.
Okay. You mentioned context, explain context here. Okay. So, but the help page, it is not telling me there is a more step if you are not using any framework.
That's right, because every every framework is going to do it differently. So
Okay.
yeah, but I can
Okay.
understand.
So it
So-
is okay. And let me also, sorry, game, sorry. Let me see if there is any way that others can find it out also like
Sure.
me by a little bit curiosity. So I see lines on profile store. It is a no, by the way, it is notebook. I'm trying to see if I can get it from first updated, collected, road. I don't need it. Connected to Holochain. Notebook. Poster, profile store. Profile store for context. I think this one means it look like this one profile store. Is the context divider. I see the difference here. Are you talking about the same topic here?
No, like that's a different way of setting the context, but you don't need that. Profiles context does it for you.
Let us refresh logic. Okay.
So first updated, that function is going to be called when the element is first rendered, right?
Mhm.
But we are not calling setup profiles anywhere.
Mhm.
The function that we defined up above,
Mhm.
we are not calling it.
The function we can just what was the name? Was
Yeah, exactly.
Setup profile capture. This is also update.
And it's setup profile store.
Setup profile store.
Right? And we should put loading after, like this before loading, exactly. And then you have a couple of, that's fine, that's perfect. The only thing we have left are a couple of to-dos that we have from the copy paste.
A couple of to do.
In line 30, I think.
Line 30 to do. We have some to do. So it means when I come to the project at first, let's write search to do.
Oh no, this is from cargo. No.
Okay. To do. Change this to the port where 88880. Okay, it means okay. Port. What is the port? Port supposed to be.
No, finish reading.
Oh, somebody is knocking. Wait. Sorry, let me also maybe some voice. Wait. Let me stop sharing. So I'm coming. A second.
Matthias, do you think context pattern is making sense?
Do you mean whether I understand it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, more or less. I when using it, I'm still struggling a bit usually, but
Okay.
I got the general idea from the discussions we had when we were creating the modules.
Okay. Yeah.
So part of the profile, some gift came. So anyway, so what else remained here?
So if you share screen again.
Share the screen. So I need to set the port. Where is it?
You actually don't. Go back.
Go back to what?
The code.
Go back to the code. I'm in the code.
I'm seeing the GitHub pages for profiles.
I shared the wrong. So wait a second. Okay, sorry. I was.
That's fine.
Okay.
So line 31. Look closely.
It means it should be in the process HC port environment.
Yeah, if you use the scaffolding tooling to bootstrap the application.
Okay, so if we use the so it means it is the process.json, it should be here. Okay, so it means in the UI we have a web dev server config. So HC port, it's going to be the process port, which is not here anymore. So should I put here the number here?
No, no, no. Just go to the code, Holochain app, and replace line 32 with this thing.
With this one.
Exactly.
That's it.
Ports cannot be fixed in
Yeah, I
Holochain.
know, but okay, it's going to be injected later. So I lost my concentration right now. And also another to do it because my guest is there, so I need to join them. So my app ID, so the app ID, it is also dynamic to change the installation for your application.
So this is normally in the top level package JSON.
Top level package JSON, it means in the top level here, UI, the top level, so it's going to be here. It means when we are running at the beginning.
Yeah, so it's Shiraz game in line 13, I see it.
Line 13 currently run.
Shiraz game, it's the -A. That's it. Yep.
This one. -A is switched to sending the application ID. So it means, wait, I want to be a little bit play app ID. Can I do
Sure.
that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just a little bit join.
Yeah, and now that's good. And now in line 32, you are actually two double at the beginning. It should be WS. That's it. Okay, this should work. If you
NPM.
do npm start from the root, always from the root.
Error.
Yeah,
This error
we're
that we
fine.
always can ignore.
We're fine. Don't worry, my friend.
Wow. Here. Another one. Open, please. Then second one is not supposed to be open automatically.
Yeah, it's coming.
Wow, please show the prompt, this element. We are already ready for debugging. No, I don't think so. Oh, yes, no.
Okay, what's happening?
What's happening? It didn't build. Let me see if I save all the files.
No, I think you did, yes. So
so let's go to the UI again because the previous one started. So source Holochain app. So it's supposed to be my application render here. Render HTML. I changed here.
no, but this is fine. This is fine. So go back and let's inspect the element actually. So instead of console, inspect element. And let's see what's the elements there. Okay, so profiles context is fine. Let's go inside profiles context and see what's there. Okay, profile prompt.
Why it is reverse?
Oh, profile prompt is not well defined. You see that profile prompt doesn't have shadow root in it?
Ah, yes. Look, it is the profile prompt. Create. Profile prompt.
So have you imported it? Oh, you haven't. Profile prompt, not profiles prompt. Prompt. PT. Yeah.
Prompt.
Yeah.
Prompt.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see.
Yes. But you don't see, right? Oh, yes. Yeah, and it is optional right now.
Yeah. And now if you refresh,
But emotional coding, actually.
so now it doesn't ask for it, right?
Yes.
Because you have already created.
Anyway, if something is not working, it's the fun part of the topic.
Yeah, because you changed the app ID and the role ID and things like that, but then you didn't change the.
I see.
It was your fault.
For the first step, the things we were supposed to reach, we did. That's it. We were supposed to go from the scratch, scaffolding, make a project, wrap it up with the profile. Thank you.
Thanks, you too.
I love this session. Let's do it more. I'm gonna continue implementation of my game in that way if you are okay to be
Amazing.
there.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to learn and we are going to help each other also, like, oh, this other project is going has this, and just copy that or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. You were
Thank you.
patiently, lovely, supportively, nicely, amazingly, beautifully, awesomely
Yeah, thanks.
support. Thank you. So guys, thank you. I love you. Take care. To the next week. Thank you for staying too long.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time.